Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my spoiler-filled review of Avengers Infinity War. If you want to see my spoiler-free review first and what my star rating was for this film, check the eye above my head. But this film is full-on spoilers. I'm going to go deep into some character details, into some plot details. So if you haven't seen the film yet, put this into your little to-watch list and go and watch it after you've seen the film. You've been warned, spoilers ahead. Oh God, where do I begin? Jesus, the start. Everything about that. Yeah, the person I thought was going to die, died. Loki, dead, gone. They kicked in with an amazing thing where they destroyed pretty much everybody on that Asgard ship, beat the shit into Thor, beat the shit into pretty much everyone. I don't know where Korg and Valkyrie and that lot are, but they weren't there unless they're off on a different mission. They could have been there. They could have just been killed and got off camera. I don't know. But they weren't there. Every other Asgardian, gone. And they kill Heimdall. He tries to stop Thanos and he says that was a mistake. Stabs him. Heimdall gone. And then Loki gives up the Tesseract. He starts to, basically Thanos starts to burn away at Thor's face with the Power Stone, and then eventually Loki gets, tells him to stop, gives him the stone. Loki then tries, and then we get a Hulk moment. Hulk going against Thanos. That was pretty awesome. And then he manages to stop him, and he manages to beat Hulk. So Hulk can't beat Thanos, so that's out the window. And then before Heimdall's death, he sends Hulk back to Earth, and then he gets killed. And then Loki tries to basically get him back on the side of Thanos, goes to try and kill him, and then Thanos picks him up by his neck and chokes him to death right in front of Thor, drops his body in front of him. Thanos buggers off with the new stone, and then the ship explodes. What an intro. The one thing I really liked is the chemistry between characters. They put people in the right places. Putting Spider-Man and Stark with Star-Lord and Drax and Mantis was a really good idea. Having those guys go against Thanos and they're all trying to get the glove off him. They've done this massive plan where they've pinned him all down in every which way, and then Mantis on top of his head and holding him to put him to sleep so they can get the gauntlet off him. That was awesome. And you've got like Steve Rogers, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Falcon, and all those guys all back down on Earth, with obviously the introduction of the Hulk coming down to Doctor Strange and whatnot. And then they carry on trying to put things together and save the Vision, get the actual stone out of his head, so they can destroy it, and that way Thanos can't complete the gauntlet. They didn't explain why Vision can become human. I think they briefly mentioned it like some kind of phasing thing, but that was pretty much it, so I don't really see what the point of that was. I don't know whether it was some kind of disguise, maybe. I don't know. We get some of the Guardians taking on Thanos when he goes to get the Reality Stone from the Collector. And it's brilliant the way they do it. The fact that it looks like Gamora's killed him is like, well, obviously he hasn't been killed. And then the Reality Stone, he's already got the Reality Stone and pulls it away to show you what actually happened, and he's really there. And then he takes Gamora with him. He takes her away. You can see that he loved her. He did. I mean, it's not. This is the great thing about Thanos. There is some emotion to him, there is some weight to his character. He does have a heart in some way, and he really showed that in Gamora. Gamora was the person that he loved, I think, his daughter. And you do see that through the film. Even at moments when you've got Gamora and then Nebula's being pinned down by Thanos, and being stretched apart, and that was brutal. Again, showing his brutal side was awesome. To get her to tell him where the Soul Stone was. The Soul Stone, no, not in Wakanda, it's not Heimdall, or this person doesn't have it. Gamora knows where it is. She ends up telling him to save Nebula's life, and then they go off to this planet, which I can't remember what it was called, to go and get it. And what goes on there, I don't think I've gasped as much as I ever have in a film as to what happened there. So they arrive, and there's some kind of gatekeeper to where the Soul Stone is, cloaked, and it reveals that it's Red Skull. And I think I just went, I was in shock. And I don't think it's Hugo Weaving, I think it's potentially another actor, but the fact that he's still alive and he's still here, and they've made that payoff from Avengers, from Captain America 1, and just to have him there looking after the Soul Stone was incredible. And then you get the next moment with that as well. The next death we didn't think was going to happen. Gamora dies. The whole point that Red Skull was explaining to Thanos is, to get a Soul Stone, you have to give a piece of your soul away to retrieve it. So he had to kill the person he loved to get the Soul Stone, and he refuses to not get that Soul Stone. He gets her, throws her over the cliff, she dies, he gets the Soul Stone, and he's moving on. That was heartbreaking, really. I didn't think that she was going to die, but she did. She died, and when that followed up later on, when Star-Lord found out, that broke my heart. I think I filled up a little bit when they've got him all pinned down, trying to get the glove off him. He finds out then, Thanos kind of tells him, and he screws up the plan, basically. Star-Lord screws up the plan by hitting him because he's so angry and upset and filling with tears, and yeah, it broke my heart. The fact that the person he loved, he finally gets with her, and then he's not even there to save her. Yeah, and it shows how much of a brutal character Thanos is. The side quest with Rocket, Groot and Thor, it's to get a new hammer. If you've seen some of the hot toys and everything, you know that he's getting a new hammer, and we get introduced to Peter Dinklage's character, where he's a dwarf, but he's a big fucking dwarf, you know, so the perception's off the opposite direction. But yeah, Dinklage's character, not a big character, not a real, you know, like a main character, just a small little moment, but it was important, the fact that he was the one that created Mjolnir, and now he's creating Stormbreaker with the help of Thor and Rocket and everything, and getting that Heart of the Dying Star going again. That whole sequence was quite fun and enjoyable. And then you've got Groot that actually makes the arm of the hammer, which again is cool. Really awesome. I like the scene. Like I said, I think it maybe went on a little bit too longer than it needed to, this side quest, but it plays a purpose into the rest of the film. So yeah, enjoyed it. I mean, Tony almost dies. For a second I thought, that's it, he's got him. Because Thanos gets like everyone down. It's just him and Iron Man fighting. And he manages to stab Stark in the chest. And I thought, shit, they've done it, they're going to kill him. And then Strange saves his life by saying, I will give up the Time Stone if you spare his life. Does it, gets a Time Stone. And then that is the last one before he heads back to Earth to get the Mind Stone, which everybody's trying to guard and get off the Vision. Yeah, the battle there was just insane. Everything about it was awesome. Everybody got their moment to shine. The Black Order, I didn't really mention in my spoiler-free review, they were all great, they all got their moments, but all four of them are dead. Strange killed Ebony Maw. The big one was killed by Banner in the Hulkbuster, because you don't see Hulk again in this film. Not at all. Just him in the Hulkbuster, which I think they're saving it for the next one. The female, I think it's approximately Midnight, I think her name is. She gets killed by Scarlet Witch, which is pretty awesome. And then the other one, I can't remember how he dies. I really can't. Yeah, that final battle is all these aliens attacking. When Thor comes back with Rocket and Groot, amazing moment, just thunders down, and you see this hammer just spinning around, just destroying everyone, back to his hand. You get the massive Avengers theme music over the top, and then we all get fucking stuck into it. Massive battle, everyone doing their bits, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. You almost get Vision's stone out of his head, and then the other Black Order guy attacks. Again, I don't know whether he dies, I can't really remember. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Vision kills him. Vision manages to stab him in the woods, and then Thanos arrives, and I would say this was kind of the finale bit of it, but it was all big finale really, and he just destroys shit, really. He just drops everyone. Just no one's a match for him at all. He's using the stones in every which way to get to Vision, to get that stone. And Vision the entire time basically said, if you have to, you're going to have to kill me and destroy that stone. And it's Scarlet Witch, and they have a lovely moment. He's saying, I'm not going to feel any pain, I will only feel you. And she's there holding back Thanos while she's using her powers to destroy that stone, because she's the only one that can do it. She finally does it. Vision explodes. Vision gone, dead, or so we think. And then as soon as that's done, Thanos walks by, uses the Time Stone, reverts back, brings Vision back again, grabs him, pulls the stone out, and Vision dies twice. That's right, he dies twice, and he's just left as a black android mass thrown to the floor, and then he puts that into the gauntlet, and that's it. The gauntlet is complete, and then shit just shit just changes. Shit changes. You've got Thor, he spins and smacks that Stormbreaker straight into Thanos' chest, pushing it in, and you're thinking, has he got him? Did he get him? I was like, we can't end it like this. We just Thor just getting him like that. Thor just saying, I told you you pay for that. Obviously, they're alluding back to him killing Loki. And then you get this just amazing moment, which I thought may have been the end of the film, but it was right near the end of the film, where he said, you should have gone for the head. Snap. And that is it. He snaps his fingers with the gauntlet. He has this little moment in some kind of alternate reality, maybe, where there's a child Gamora. He said, did you do it? And he goes, yeah. He said, what did it cost? He goes, everything. And then we go back to it. The gauntlet is kind of destroyed and out of it. He fades out and just uses the space stone to get out of there, and everybody is left. And we're kind of like, okay, what's going on? And then everything starts to fall apart. Everyone starts phasing away and disappearing, and I mean big characters. Black Panther phasing away, Scarlet Witch phasing away. All these big characters start disappearing. Star-Lord, all the Guardians gone except for Rocket and Nebula. Every single one of them fade away and disappear. You're left with the core Avengers and a couple of others. I mean, the moment that broke my heart was Spider-Man. He starts to feel funny, he's fading away, he falls into Stark's arms, like, I don't want to die, please don't want to die. And he's lying back and he's just looking really upset, and he just crumbles and fades away. All these characters start fading away, where you're left with a certain... Obviously, I think it's basically the core Avengers and a couple of others, like War Machine and whatnot. Black Panther fades away a lot, and it's basically means that Thanos has done it. He's balanced the universe by destroying half of it. And the last thing you see is him sitting. I don't really know where. I'm not too sure where he's sitting. I'm sure we'll get an answer to it at some point. But he's sitting on this house on the top of a mountain or top of a hill, watching the sunrise. And then boom, that is the end of the film. Cliffhanger. I mean, what a way to end this film. Leading into the next one that comes out in a year's time. So many unanswered questions. Everything about it just... It's nothing I expected, and it was incredible. One thing I will say, though, is the thing that Doctor Strange said. Doctor Strange is still with us. He goes, this is the only way, Tony. Now, I don't know how that's going to play into this film, and I do have a couple of theories as to what that could be, but I'll probably do a separate video for that at some point, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But I think there's more at play for that leading into the next Avengers film, and that's going to be the nugget we're going to go for going into the next film. So, you know, head count, Heimdall, Loki, Gamora, and Vision, all dead. I'm pretty certain they are staying dead. All the other characters have faded from existence, but I don't think that's going to be permanent. I think maybe in the future, the next film, they'll find a way clawing it back and bring these guys back to existence. I hope that is the case, because you've got loads of franchises in Black Panther and Spider-Man, you don't want to give that up. Then you get the end credit scene. There's only one. They tease that there's going to be another one. I mean, even with the end credit scenes, it's just black and white text. That's it. There's no like big ending or anything like that. It is just white text over a black background, and there's one end credit scene. I mean, it's that like hopeless. Like everything's just like, oh my god, what is going to happen? The end credit scene is right at the end of the movie, so make sure you stay for it. You see Nick Fury and Maria Hill almost crash a car, and they realise there's no one in it. Everyone else is starting to fade away. An explosion happens from a helicopter. People are all disappearing. Hill disappears, and then at the last moment you see Fury sending something on a tracker or a bleeper or whatever it is, just as he's fading away, going mother, and he's gone. The tracker falls to the floor, and sending. Then it goes sent, and the logo that comes up is Captain Marvel. So that gives you a little glimmer of hope. We're going to see a Captain Marvel film, so we're going to get a nice origin story, and then clearly she's going to be in the next Avengers film, and she's going to destroy shit. I think she's going to be a big player. She's probably going to be the person that delivers the final blow to Thanos. I mean, I think Hawkeye and Ant-Man, there's no Hawkeye and Ant-Man in this film at all. Not even once. Nothing. I think they're linked to that. I think they're with Captain Marvel, maybe they're hiding her away or some shit, I don't know. That seems like that might be where they're linked up. But they don't appear in the film at any other point. As I said in the last video, masterpiece. Absolutely incredible piece of cinema. Amazing comic book movie. Probably one of the best of all time. And I'm so looking forward to the next one. There's so many unanswered questions, so many possibilities. and I don't know where we're going to go from here, but I am as pumped as I've ever been to look forward to the next film. Without even seeing any material whatsoever for it, I can't wait. So that's my spoiler talk for Avengers Infinity War. What did you think about the film? Let me know down in the comments or send me an email. You can also find me in the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Tumblr. Just type in Nerd Bites anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. And of course, keep it nerdy.